I'm going to be reviewing a Diamond 1 game of myself, where I am playing Orisa, and the other tank will also be playing Orisa. I think it's interesting because I think the Orisa versus Orisa matchup is very common and something that to think about a lot. This is pretty tricky matchup. I think I've definitely struggled with it for a while, not really knowing. I think what the meta of it should be. I think my perspective right now is that you want to bait out their javelin, then use your javelin to counter. After that, preferably then to force fortify and then javelin, and then after their fortify is over, you bait out spin. Sorry, you bait out their spin, possibly using javelin. Then hopefully you use your spin versus their fortify. Then you bait out one more spin from them, and then you pop fortify and walk over them. Right? That's the ideal case scenario in the Orisa versus Orisa matchup. Okay, is that's what you're aiming for? Is bait spin, bait fortify, bait spin, activate fortify, and you kill them. Right? At that point, there's like almost nothing the opposing team can do unless they commit like everything to keep their Orisa alive to prevent you from killing the Orisa. So how do you do that? I mean, it's really complicated, right? And that's one of the reasons why I think the matchup is very interesting, because it's similar to Ryan versus Ryan, there's a lot of nuance to it. I think there's honestly even more nuance, and frankly, probably even more skill than the Ryan versus Ryan, which I think is still very volatile as to who hits, shatter, and which can feel kind of random at times. So it's very much dependent upon your team situation, how much health you have when you start, what your heat situation is, what the team comp is. There's so many different factors, and we're going to cover that in this game. And this is not a game where I think I played super well. I think I played just well enough to win this match, but I didn't feel like, oh hey, some of the other videos I show, I feel like I'm way better than the opposing tank. In this scenario, I felt like I was maybe just like a little bit better than the opposing tank, like just enough to pull this off as a win. So, let's just play this out and see how it goes. Okay, so I start. So I make a mistake right away. Is that I just walk in, I eat the javelin, and then I also eat all these shots from Zenyatta and from the team. I've immediately made a mistake. And then I pop spin, but too late. So I'm already 300 health ahead in the race. It is a big time race between Orisa versus Orisa in terms of who can damage the other one more to force spin. So I've already lost by being forced to spin right away. Okay? Goes javelin. I'm trying to reset right now. Right, trying to get my health back up. I'm like, damn, I already feel kind of bad about having that initial mistake, right? Now I'm feeling good, right? I feel like I'm getting ahead. I dropped the reset to half health. I'm almost at full, feeling good now. I'm also still have spin, okay? I pop spin here mostly just to make space because I'm afraid because the Hanzo's peeking here. I don't want the Hanzo to kill anyone behind me, right? I think that's a mistake I've made in the past. I'm too passive in these situations, and thus my team gets killed even though when I'm safe. So I just want to spin, make sure my team gets through the choke. I recognize we got a kill. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna take this fight. Right? It's already 5-4. We should win this. 4-4, okay, fine, whatever, it is what it is. Alright, see the Hanzo here. Okay, still feel pretty good about my situation. Right, you see how low everybody is. I'm expecting this fight to be a win soon. Right, Hanzo's great. Good javelin to the wall, get that kill, I get javelin back, it's fine. And I die. I felt so bad about this. So, this was a big time mistake. Sorry. This is a big time mistake right here. We're definitely up, right? I just killed the Hanzo. All I had to do was stay alive, have my team be able to heal and keep me up, and then this fight's a win. I think my Kiriko is healing me basically non-stop here, so I just take too much damage. Right. You can see the Discord is what's really going to throw things off. Oh, just get distracted. Full heal. Full heal, yeah. See, like there's not really, Shorty Yusuzu, there's not much you could have done there. What's my mistake here? My mistake here is I push the pace too fast. I don't have spin right now, and I don't have fortify, so I should have potentially gone to the right, because I understand the damage is mostly not coming from the Orisa, it's coming from the Sojourner or the Zen. So I could have drifted back to the right to cut the Zen angle off and given myself time. A. B is as soon as fortify was up, I should have popped it. Right? I could have held fortify here and probably lived, because it's really the railgun shot that kills me. But my number one issue was simply just not having good movement, taking way too much damage there, and dying. And so what would have been a one fight, if I live here, I think that this is a one fight right away. But I don't. They end up holding this. Okay, I come back up. They kill the Widow on unfortunate. Right? I know I'm probably not going to be like winning this fight right now, but I'm just trying to take space at the statue, force the Orisa back, compress them. Again, really important to compress space. If they have everything from here to here safe, it's really hard to get any progress. If I can safely push the Orisa to this corner, that's already a win for me. I recognize the Orisa doesn't feel like she wants to play that far forward. Fine. Great. The Javelin, I see the Orisa's I have. I'm even lower though. Again, versus the Zen matchup, this is really important to think about the supports, okay? They have a Kiriko, I have a Kiriko. Okay, great. Tie, right? They have a Zen, I have a Mercy. Well, what does that mean? The Zen's basically always going to discord me. You're going to get discord as a tank like 75% plus of the time. So that's going to mean in a straight fight, they're going to win because I'm going to be taking more damage. Okay, not just like the Zen's going to be attacking me, the Zen has discord on me, and the rest of the team's going to be attacking me, including the Orisa. So you're going to lose that straight 1v1. But what does my Mercy add to the table? Number one, my Mercy's healing, then I get more sustain. But number two is my Mercy's going to be pocketing other people for more damage. Okay, so my incentive here is to play this out longer. The longer this goes out, the more sustain and pick opportunities that we have. All right, Zen gets most of the discord value around people who are extended and able to be focused down. If I don't leave myself open, right, to getting blown up, which you're going to see I do multiple times this game, if I don't leave myself to getting blown up, we're probably going to win. The longer the fight goes on, the better it is for me. So it's not in my interest to rush the fight. That's really important, and that's not a lesson that I really feel well enough in this game. See, I'm already going. I'm not even maxed out again. I again take another 200 damage to get blasted by the Zen. Okay, so make some space. I have Fortify here. I'm forced to Fortify, right? But I pop Fortify a little late. I hit the Javelin, which is another 100 damage I didn't want to take. Alright, Soldier's super low. I can't get that kill. I see the angle. She does a good job doing that curve jump to the right. If she just landed straight, I would have killed her. But stuff like that is really important as Orisa, because you have very strong pick potential in neutral. Alright, so Kitsune rushes up. I'm trying to get the mortar back because I don't want the Orisa. I don't want the Orisa to be walking into my team and doing Terra Surge. Again, a problem I've run into in the past as Orisa is I go in, but the Orisa goes in, and then both of us trade, which is not good for me. I want to stop the Orisa and then ult her team, right? That's the best play for me. I don't want to trade evenly. I want to do better. Okay, she dies to Tire. Great. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? Trance is up. I'm just going to have point. Soldier dies. They just put back here. Okay, Orisa's back. So we're going to get held up here for a while, and I think that it's very instructive to see how I misplay this repeatedly. Alright, Jump's dead. You're going to see this DPS dying a lot. Alright, again, I'm trying to poke her, right? Try to force her back a little bit. Moving the cart up. I know I'm still waiting for my junk. So this spot in the cart I found is really good. Just standing on the lip here and going back and forth. You have a lot of cover, but you can shoot over the top. So Javelins me off, great. I throw a Javelin, mostly just spam. I wasn't trying to wear people down here. I really need my junk here to help me force through this cart, through this spot. I have Surge, but I know she has Surge too. Again, I don't want to try to come around this corner and get blown up trying to Surge. I really need to get something more. Like, this is not enough for me to be able to walk through. Like, this, everyone's there, too much damage. She surges, I pop Fortify to be able to walk out of this. Great. Dragon does a good amount of damage to my team. I see I've lost one. I'm trying to play this corner and play safe. I eat another Javelin. I lose a second, and I'm like, okay, time to go. Alright, I play back here. And I'm like, wait, my junk's staying in for some reason. I come back out to try to help him. Right, I pop Fortify expecting it to be like a real fight, but then I was like, oh shoot. So it ended up being a bad Fortify. I was hoping to hit that Hanzo, but again, you know, the wall's in the way, but it's instinctive tracking for me. If the wall wasn't there, it would have been close to the target. Alright, so we've got a little bit of space now. Again, they overextended. We came back as 5. We're starting to push through. This is what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for an opportunity to start moving through. I see the Orisa separated. I try to go in and kill her. I pop Fortify here. Alright, taking a lot of damage. And then I get stunned and I get killed. So, could I / should I have been saved? Let's take a look. Alright, so she's here. She heals. I go around the corner again. She switch sets to me. She soothes me. She's healing. She's healing. She's healing. I die. There's nothing, like, the Mercy shouldn't be pocketing me there. This is like 100% on me. I should not have done that. That was just me getting greedy, thinking that the this is one of the things that when you're trying to climb, right? You try to push the limit as to what you can do. Okay, I recognize that it was a risky play, but I'm like, you know what? Let's try it, because it felt at the time, it felt good, but once I got here, I'm like, this doesn't feel good anymore. Right? I shouldn't have pushed out that hard. I should just use the cart, played from here, and just spammed her out, because I think that would have served the same purpose without extending me so much. Especially with the Zen. Zen Discord throws off your timings, like your survival timings, so badly. Okay, so we were with that fight. Okay, regroup. We're wasting a lot of time here. I'm like pretty sensitive to that, but what can I do? Again, you see me trying to dodge the soldier because I want to keep charge here. Right. I see the Kira goes low, but not enough to be able to kill her. Right. So this is kind of strategy that I kind of mentioned last time. Instead of trying to pursue her in the open, play behind the cart and just shoot her this way. I know she doesn't have surge because remember she surged before. I am cognizant of the fact that she may get 2 surges off before me, which I really do not want to have happen, but I haven't seen a good surge opportunity yet. She's retreating back to her team, and now I want to surge. Oh, nope, don't need it. Because jump tire killed everybody. Great, so now I can save it. Okay, so I want to get this kill, the Kira kill. This is really supposed to be cleanup mode. Hit javelin. Great. 3 on cart. Again, I'm trying to move the cart quickly because I really want my Mercy to move up to help get a pick. The Soldier's AFK for some reason. I don't feel like I have good pick potential for people coming out here, right? Sojourn though, Sojourn or Junkrat definitely can pick people. Or even Kiriko I think has better pick potential than me, which is why I'm trying to move the cart as fast as I can. Once the tank moves up though, I will leave cart. Note that I still haven't surged yet, right? So again, this Orisa may very well get 2 surges. So I go in, now I surge. Okay, I don't quite get the Kiriko, which is unfortunate. Soldier's in this. I force trance. As soon as I see trance, I immediately just do it. Right? I was hoping the Soldier was like kind of danced in and out. And I thought I might get her. All right. So I recognize, hey, look, if I force this defensive ulti, like it is what it is. If I trade tank ulti for trance, fine. You know what else? What am I gonna do about it? So she tries to surge as well. She also misses her surge, I think, or did she kill the Soldier? She is because the Soldier's already dead. So I recognize I'm super extended now. So I try to javelin, just knock people away. I spin to come back behind the corner. So you might notice I step forward a little bit. So this Sojourn starts running to the right, and I recognize I have a teammate to the right here. Right, I have the Kiriko, and so if this Sojourn committed running in a straight line to the right, I would have just like obliterated her in the face. You see, I've already started like tracing the headshot level, so she would have died if she kept walking forward. I do enough damage though that she gets 1 shot by the Junkrat, who's damage boosted. Okay, so now it's back to even, but I still don't feel like I can take this fight. Dragon's out. I step into this alley to play space. I can't see the Kiriko through this. So I was hoping the Kiriko was following. I was trying to javelin her into the wall. All right. Again, I know the Zen's there. Zen's dangerous. I spin to get across safely. I'm going to the Mega. All right, I got the Mega. I only need 100 health though. All right, she spins. That was a bad javelin by me. All right, I fortify because now I really want to commit and take the fight because I saw that my Junkrat has now killed both DPS here. Okay, so it's only 2 supports and the tank now. So I want to get the kill. Orisa blocks it, does a good job with that, but Zen dies anyway. I hit the javelin. All right, now just clean up. Okay, so I think this is where the purest Orisa versus Orisa gameplay happens, where we're just playing in these like long alleys and you have very little cover. So unlike before where there's always cover very close to you, once you're here, it's very hard. Like there's going to be stretches where you have, basically as soon as somebody turns the corner, you're often stuck in a situation where either you've won or lost the fight already at that moment in time, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of commitments that happen in final point of King's Row, just due to the map design, okay? Again, if there's like blocks in the middle, people could take so much more cover, but because there isn't, you know, you step out there, and if it's the right time, it's the right time. If it's the wrong time, then you lose. So I play wide here because, again, I don't want to get spammed out by the Zen or anybody else. I am not blocking for my team here, but on the other hand, I'm also have a really good off angle for the Orisa, and she's like, oh, I'm getting shot from 2 sides, and she's forced to back off just from the fact that I've rotated to the right. Okay, right? She's already popped Fortify early. I know that. I want to push with this right now. Okay, she's popped this. Okay, that was a predictive javelin, just knowing where she's going to go. I would fortify and walk into her, but she's too far away. Okay, if she was still playing up here, I would fortify and walk into her and kill her. And that's why I think that she's doing a good job here, right? She recognizes that I have baited out her fortify early. Okay, she's here, right? She's shooting me, right? You see how that off angle like kind of forces her back. Right? She's pop fortify, and she's like, wait, okay. She's the javelin, and now she's like, kind of pushes me back, and leaves, and eats this javelin. Alright? Again, if she had stayed right here, I would have popped fortify and committed to kill her. But she doesn't, so you know what? It is what it is. We'll take space for free. Okay? That means the card is going to move to this corner without any issues. Right? Without contest. Again, all this shooting means nothing if she doesn't end up stopping the card. Okay, she's decided, okay, she wants to play this card. I see the fortifies come out nice and early, and she dies. Right? Don't even need to do anything here. Great. I know the Kiriko's there. I want to bait Swift Step. I don't really know why she doesn't Swift Step here. I missed that javelin, hit the box. Missed that javelin too. I see the Pharah, I put a little pressure on her. I figure at that point my Sojourn will kill it, get the kill. I know of Terra Surge coming soon, so I'm trying to charge 2 Terra Surge so I can just Terra Surge the cart. I see the junk kills too, great. Junk played well. Both DPS played well. there's like a notable death by the junk later where I was like, ugh. Alright. So I didn't really do very much there other than just like pushing the Orisa back. That's really my primary goal, right? It wasn't getting kills, it wasn't securing kills, it wasn't even opening people up for kills, it was simply pushing the Orisa back so the cart never stopped moving. That was the #1 thing. So overall, I think I played like a little better than the Orisa on that. So let's watch defense now. Okay, she gets. I really should spin those. Maybe. But since I'm the only one, maybe it's not worth it. Try to poke a little bit here. You'll note that I had multiple deaths in the previous round that I really felt were bad deaths, though. So again, Sojourn pushes that side. I don't want to feed her charge. I'm worried about the Sojourn, so I have to turn back this corner. Alright, I play here, it's safe. Great. I see she gets blasted. Right? Again, she makes the mistake that I do. She's going too early. She's pushing the pace too early. She needs to wait, especially since all she has is a Kiriko healing her, right? The Zen is not healing her enough. She has to let the Zen kind of get engaged and put more damage in. Me playing safe just gave us the win. Because the Orisa, notice, like, the Orisa is just not in a good spot when she dies. Okay? Alright, so watch. Pops that, right? We all leave that. Look. Okay, all of us are shooting the Orisa, but her team can't help her at all, and her Kiriko's playing really far back for some reason. So this resulted in her just getting blown up. Okay, there's no reason for her to do that. She should have been playing. She could have stood like right here and been totally safe while still putting point pressure on. Anyway, with the Orisa dead, I want to push in and commit, get these kills. Don't want anybody to get away. I want to get the staggers. Right, I hit the Zen. That's enough. I already know the Zen's gone. Right, either way, they did get the kill after that, but I know the Zen's not going to bother me anymore. Now I get to shoot the Kiriko alone. She Swift Steps, which is what I expect. I look for Javelin here. Right, miss it. Cool. So I see her miss Javelin. I go for the Zen. Zen dodges it. Dodge. I pop Fortify here because I don't have spin, but I don't want to give up this corner, right? I don't want the Soldier and the Orisa to just bully my team from this angle. So that's why I pop Fortify. Even though it's a 2-on-1, I feel good about stopping this corner and giving my team space, even though it's a 2-on-1. Soldier immediately doesn't want to mess with that. Right, she pops spin, fine, whatever. Right, I know I have the opportunity here to push a little pressure because she doesn't have spin. Right, spin's a really good counter against Fortify. All right, I duck in to get the mini real quick. She uses spin again. Ooh, she knocks me back. I almost die there. I got greedy there going for the javelin. I should have immediately done. I really should have died there. One thing I didn't think about is the fact that this angle allows me to get javelined into the card, which basically doubles the damage and stuns me. Right? I just forgot about this angle. Like it's one thing, you know, if you played Overwatch 1, you know about this. I think there's a car or something here in Overwatch 1. But Overwatch 2, just like the Orisa versus Orisa matchup, is not something I do all the time on every map. But in this situation, getting knocked into the car was very surprising to me because I suddenly take more damage and I get stunned for longer, which allows me to take even more damage than I expected, which threw me off. And I was like, wait, what the heck? And I remember there was a car behind me. Okay. I want to go for the mini, but I'm like taking too much damage. Right? I'm in trouble right now, and I die. So this is just good job for the Orisa, just working me down. Okay. I'm overextended, I take the shot, I really shouldn't have spun forwards, I really should have gone backwards here at this point. I lose the Kiriko, which is the only person that can keep me up here. Again, how did the Kiriko die? It's probably that me not dealing with the off angle, is my guess. Yeah, Kiriko's trying to keep me up. She's forced to kind of walk a little more forward than she wants to because she's like afraid to get nothing too much damage. Oh, she's in a pretty good spot. How did she die here? Oh, unfortunate. Yeah. Oh, well, the soldier on high ground. Soldier on high ground. I guess there's not much I could have done about that. Other than playing back, right? If I played back, I would have played here. So we end up losing this point. Unfortunate. Alright, full wipe. Regroup. So I keep looking back, right? I noticed that we still have one back, but I know if the cart's not here, then it's going to be a 4-on-4, right? Because one person needs to be on the cart. I'm trying to just hold this corner, because I don't want to give this corner up and then be forced to play this corner, okay? Especially because this corner is much closer, so if I have to bail, I can bail. But if I'm here, it's really hard to bail this corner because it's the longer run, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to hold this corner as long as I can. I know I have my support with me, so I can hold this at least for a while. She pops Fortify, right? I spin into it. I have Terror Surge. We both Terror Surge. Okay, I see she pops it. I don't want to walk in and Surge right now because I know her team is going to be looking for Surge. So I want to come in here and have spin to do this thing. Right? I come in, do this. Right? We javelin each other. Great. Okay, Rush is here. I spin her back a little bit. And now I Surge. Right? So this is a good 4-man one. Again, I pop, Trances pop, and I just get blown up. Was it a good Surge? Tough to say. It felt good at the time. I try to look at this back. I mean, Kitsune Rush is up. This is a 4-man Surge. Ah, the Visor Soldier. That's what zones my team. I don't know that I know that though. I saw it though. I saw him Visor. So I could have stepped in front of him and then popped it, for example, right? Or I could have sat at the corner and pulled him in and then forced him around the corner and literally just waited right here, for which would have bought a ton of time for both Visor and Kitsune Rush to end. That's probably the right call here. I think going around the corner was a mistake. Okay, so another big mistake. Lose that fight. I think we still have another fight on second. So remember, in the midst of everything else, it's still the same mini game, right? Between the Orisas. I'm trying to burn the Orisa down, okay? Then you spin to counter Fortify, then bait spin again, then Fortify, and then I can kill her, right? Again, every single time that I would Fortify to kill her, she backs off, which is functionally the same thing, okay? Because if she backs off, then I make space either way, right? I know she doesn't have spin or Fortify. I javelin her back. I try to do the chase down. So this gets pretty wonky right here. Soldier super low. No, wait, I kill her. Alright, so I purposely open with spin here to knock her away from her team because I don't want her to escape the step. She's probably pretty close, is my guess, to being able to step away. Spin's forced. I'm surprised she's being this aggressive. I really want to fight this, but I don't know for sure. I got the timing of Fortify wrong. She should be ending it pretty soon. Yeah, I think I was like half a second to a second off. I'm not for sure that my team is ready if I turn this corner. Okay, basically I'm like, hey, if I command this Orisa, can my team help me? Because that's what I want to do, but I don't think it would have. I think it was the right call to pull back. Orisa's still super low. I recognize this. I have Fortify now. I want to go forwards. I try to make some space here. Okay, I push him back a little bit. I start taking damage. Again, this feels safe-ish until the Zen turns the corner, at which point nobody is safe. Alright, Javelin, she gets hers off first. Alright, I use this just to push back a little bit. I know I've lost the DPS, so now it's about time. Alright, Surge again. I pop Fortify. She goes Kiriko. No good. Alright, I see the Soldier gets a pick there. And then the Soldier flanks, and I'm like, oh shoot. So, ultimately, not a lot of value there. Which is unfortunate. What could I have done differently? Tough to say. I think I had to block the Kiriko is what I really had to do. I tried to, right? So I mean, I think I shouldn't have had spin get baited, knowing that she had surge, because I knew she had surge. I knew I was supposed to surge as well. I think I should have saved spin to push her back. That would have been the right play. Okay, home stretch. You notice how far ahead they are in time. So they have 2 minutes right now, 123. It's probably like 45 seconds if it doesn't stop between here and right. I spin because I recognize I'm a little out of position. I see that the Hanzo gets a kill though. Great. Right, big pick. Let's start pushing. Okay, these two are stuck here. I really want to get these kills. I know she doesn't have fortify because I saw her use it. Just gun her down the head. Right. You know she does a lot of jumping, and I like basically don't jump because I prioritize my aim over dodging typically. I don't think jumping is even that effective. Okay, so Tiger gets popped. What do? Give up space, right? Most important thing, give up space. I back up. I have fortify ready to kill this Tiger. Right? I haven't popped fortify because now I see it. I shoot it. Right. And yeah, they took a corner for it, but nobody dies, so we can retake this now. And now they're down. Soldier pops visor. I spin on top as a counter, right? To pull in for surge. Right. Once again, I force trance. I'm like the only person in this game who forces trance ever. I feel like the Zen intentionally just holds trance for me. But that's fine. Soldier runs through it. My home team's ducking, which is pretty funny. The problem is I have nobody here to kill. And I'm just gonna get blown up. Kyriko's a little late to save me. And then you'll see me come out. And I make a big mistake here. So I spin. I can see she's ulting my soldier in the corner. I start walking forward. I eat this javelin, which prevents me from contesting. I should have fortified right here to walk in. But I don't. And then that's it.
Round 2 complete.
Alright, so we are in theoretically final round, right? Second round. They ended up finishing faster than we did, despite the fact that we had a really good push. They had an even better push. And I still want to stick with the Orisa matchup again because I feel like I played better than Orisa on attack. I feel like I played worse than the Orisa on defense. And so, I was better on attack. Might as well run it again on attack. And on defense, just think about what I did wrong and try to play a little better. So on attack, once again, I start out. And I'm going to make a big play here really soon. So one of the things I recognize is the Zen, who's always a problem, is really extended here at the phone booth. Okay? Previously, you might remember the Zen was playing over here where the Zen was very safe. And even then, I still try to javelin the Zen. But in this situation, I recognize, hey, wait, this Zen is out of position. I make space right here. I know this, I'm looking at the Zen the whole time. I'm intentionally trying to push the Orisa back and make them think it's almost like when you're trying to fake a pass in basketball or football, right? American football, not soccer, but I guess it works in soccer too. Where I'm looking to the left, like my eyes are looking to the left, but in reality, my peripheral vision, my focus is actually on the right. I'm looking at the Zen the entire time while I do this, and then right after this, you see I shift and I throw javelin, insta kill. Even though I didn't javelin kill, I still would have killed him just by gunning him down. Once I kill the Zen, I feel really good about this. Technically, we've lost our Sojourn, but I feel like our Mercy will probably res it. So my goal here is, hey, I got the pick, I have Fortify, I just need to survive, which means I have to get the cover. Right? I play back here, and ironically, I use the phone booth. I recognize, hey, the law pressure's on them anymore. I step forward. I spin. I don't want to die, right? Last time, remember, I over-pursued when we were up 1. This time, I play it safer, right? Just kind of poking. Again, people are low. There is a world where, like, Orisa walks in here and kills everybody, but I don't want to be that Orisa because I recognize, hey, look, I just need to play a little slower and we will win this. Soldier tries to kill us in the back. Okay. He has no health. Great. That's an excellent first take, right? Excellent first take, and basically making a play out of nowhere, right? Again, starting from here, right? Walking forward, I see Orisa doesn't have javelin, I pop my javelin, right? Looking, I know she doesn't have spin, so she can't knock me back anymore. Now I spin, and then I javelin, right? That is the most important play here, and functionally wins the point. All right, now they're down a support and a large source of DPS, and I'm not going to get discorded anymore. So now at this point, I just need to take cover and then fight. Okay, so This is kind of crazy. I try to gun down the Zen, and somehow the Zen does not die. I'm still not even sure how this happened. Okay, so this is basically a 3-on-2 situation, right? I wait for volley. I follow this. Zen's low. Okay, Zen's very low, right? Suzu, unfortunately, it saves the Zen from the javelin. Javelin was on target, right? Still gunning the Zen down, right? Now I knock the Zen. I'm like, for sure, this Zen has to die, right? There's a damage boosted Sojourn right here, and then somehow doesn't die. So I'm actually really curious how the Zen doesn't die here. Okay. Sojourn sees Zen's chasing down, right? Sees one box, reloads, shoots the Kiriko. Okay, that's missing 2 railguns. That's rough. Alright, I felt like it was the right call. It might have been a little too aggressive. So unfortunately, this gives them a chance to contest the card here. So, you know, good play to take the point. Bad play to die for that, right? Now they have the ability to stop the card here. It's at a good choke, right? I go forward because I know I have good Terror Surge. I recognize how far they are. I go anyway. And I think this one actually works out in my favor. So I know I'm ahead in ulti, right? Because again, their Orisa died relatively quickly on first point. I survived first point. Got to shoot the Zen for a while. I should be in a pretty good situation for ulti. I really wanted that clean spin. She does a good job deflecting me. And I felt like I was too committed, and I had to use Terror Surge to not die here. And I was just hoping that this would be enough to win the fight. So I'm actually curious how this ends up winning the fight. I pull everybody in. I slam right away because I really don't want to hold this any longer. Javelin, they do Suzu. Just the Orisa's over there, right? I'm holding the rest of the team back. I see the Orisa still back here, right? And then we turn and we kill her.
Nice work, team. Keep it
So
moving.
it worked out. It ultimately ended up being a good play, but I don't think I read the situation perfectly. It certainly didn't execute it perfectly. Saved by 2 players, so that's nice. Looking for that Javelin kill. Good shot by the Hanzo, hit me over the cart. So you see I'm playing that spot in the back of the cart where I can stand on the cart but use it as cover and shoot over the top. That's good javelin by her. Right? I knock her back the same way. I felt good about that. Right? Again, she's coming up to try to stop it here. I know she has Surge. Right? So, again, I've seen her kind of wreck my team a few times. So this is a good sequence of actions that results in this kill. So she has spin, alright, so we baited out that spin early, then I javelin her into the wall, which allows her to get melted. Bastion puts pressure, shooting, javelin her, right, and as soon as she gets javelin to the wall, that's when the Bastion can just open up and kill her. So that javelin was a really important part in this kill. So, we kill her. Zen gets trance, Zen pops trance. I think this is actually a reasonable trance, right? Especially with Visor, right? Visor and Rush are up right now. I recognize, hey, the Soldier's got Visor. He's killed my team before. I have to focus the Soldier. Even though there's trance, I know if we all focus the Soldier can die. So what do? I run back right away. I'm not even focusing the supports, right? The supports are not going to, first of all, Zen's there, right? And the Hanzo's here. I don't know what the Kiriko is. Dead? Dead. Kiriko's dead. But I'm not going to kill Hanzo all the way over here. So I run towards the Soldier who's Visoring, and then look what happens. Right? Visoring. Javelin come out. Pow. Dead. Right? Even through trance, team effort, you can kill people. Right? Hanzo's forced inwards into the Bastion. I think I actually saved him by knocking him out of it. Alright, cap it. Alright. As a reminder, this whole time, it's overtime. So what's gonna happen here is a really extended fight that's pretty boring. The short answer is that we don't have enough people to push this cart, and we don't have any ultis anymore. Neither side has any ultis, but the problem is that they have 5 and we have 4, right? Which eventually turns into 4 and then 3, and then we just can't get any kills. So I'm just trying to play time because I can't lead the cart. Like in a different world, I would hunt down the Zen, but I just can't. I literally can't lead the cart because I'm afraid that we're gonna lose it. So either sit on the cart the whole time, right? Blah blah. I just like if something happens, it's great. Like I want to get the kill in the Genji, for example, and you actually see me throw the javelin and nearly gets him. But like that's really the only thing that I can do here. I cannot step any farther forward to win this fight. Right? I see the Orisa's low, bait spin. I spin right now. I don't really want to go as far as I do. I go with this because I see the Bastion is here. So I pop Fortify and just step in front. Okay, I have fortify. I think I just step in front. Yeah, I just step in front, hoping the Bastion's gonna make a play. Bastion can't do enough damage, and then we end up dying. That res never works. All right. So on defense, so on attack, I feel like I played under the circumstances better than the Orisa. Again, I think I played better on attack on the Orisa. Now they have more time than us, so it's very possible that they could push all the way back. I think this is a cute little emote. They can push us all the way back and cap. So I'm very cognizant. I don't feel good about this. Like I feel like, hey, this is still like a serious game in front of us. All right, I'm being very cognizant for the Zen volley. All right, you see, like I dodged it. I'm looking for it this time. Poke, poke, poke. Right, again, trying to work the Orisa down, trying to farm here. I like this corner. Okay, until their team has taken statue, I like this corner. It's really hard, right, for the Orisa to do anything here. I have the support of my team, and it's like a reasonably good spot here. Okay, I can hear the shooting on my left, right? I immediately spin, try to deal with that. I see that the Zen, this is the pick I'm talking about, where the Zen gets blown, or the Bastion gets blown up. So I recognize the Bastion gets blown up. I try to immediately pull back here, because I recognize the advantage. And this is probably going to be one of the best plays I'm going to make, right? I Javelin. I see the Sojourn's in, so I'm trying to give a little time for the Sojourn to get out here. Right? Sojourn doesn't quite want to get out. I eat that volley, which is unfortunate. And I go back in. Why? Why not? Right? It's like if they end up capturing the point, then I'll get it, and we'll come back and we'll fight for it, right? But I felt in this situation that we had enough to be able to hold on to the point. Right? Between the Mercy and the Kiriko being here and me having cooldowns, I felt like, yes, I can take this fight. So I spin in with a few seconds left on Fortify, right? Just to buy a little bit of time, right? And then I pop Fortify, and then I back off the point again. Okay? And you notice that I don't back to here, I back to here. So I'm trying to create two angles now to put more pressure on them. If I back to here, I think for sure we lose the fight. Right? But I back to here, and now I open it up. It's harder for them to land shots now, right? They just can't choke. I come back in. You see how close it is? This is very intentional, right? I waited as long as I could to try to get as much healing as I could in this situation. And you notice I'm also not focusing on the Orisa, because I know there's enough healing to keep the Orisa up. I'm trying to work down the back line, because over here, they don't have any cover. So if I just keep poking them down, eventually we can get a pick, right? Myself, the Sojourn, right? Somebody will get a pick if we can stay alive. So I come back in, really close timing here, right? Orisa knocks me up, almost caps it. I walk straight back on, even though I take a ton of damage, and then I die. But what happens? The Mercy walks on, which is exactly what the Mercy should do. This is a strong play by the Mercy to recognize the game situation here. Okay? Mercy floats. This is not like Mercy has good movement, right? Mercy could have gotten off this point for sure. Mercy's trying to stay alive, right? Again, hovering on the point, buying time. Bastion comes from the flank out of nowhere. This Bastion took the funniest route to get here. Oh my god. Alright, Bastion comes from the flank, starts gutting people down. Right? Kills the Ana. Then dies. Okay? I get res back in. Right? Hit the Javelin and Genji. Right? You spend to kill him. Great. Feeling really good. So again, big play there. Just trying to buy as much time as I could on that point, which I did. In a winnable situation, right? If I lost, what would have happened? Okay, they would have pushed it probably to here, maybe this corner before I could have come back and contested it. But it felt worth it to me because it felt like a winnable situation. At a minimum, I wanted to force ultis out of them if I could. I get slipped on point, Suzu to wake me up. I immediately pop spin, I pop fortify right away because I recognize I'm purple, so I'm not getting healing for a while, so I'm gonna lose the attrition battle. Right? I'm giving them time. Again, really important. I'm looking at the top. I'm giving them time because I really need spin to be able to contest this point. Right? I get low. Now I spin and I come back on. Right? Now that I've spin, I don't have fortify here, so I'm like, hey, I might die here, but it is what it is. Right? I'm just gonna try to stay alive as long as I can. Again, I see how close the point is. If somebody else was on point, I probably would have played phone booth right now, but I just don't have that option right now. Get Javelin. Right? Parasurge happens. I go for the back line. Right? Rushes up. I'm really unfortunate. I really should have gone for the Ana there. I think I was just trying to stabilize his back. Right? Trying to kill the Sojourn. I have 4. Oh! Okay. So, again, I recognize how low I am, and I'm using Parasurge to give myself more health. Right? 30, 40, 60. Okay? Back down to 200, 100. And then this gave me, you know, 50, what is it, 75-ish health, right? I'm surprised it doesn't give me more. I feel like it should give me more. Anyway, so then I pull everybody in. Hold, force trance. Once again, I forced out every trance in this game. But it's fine, right? Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to force trance out. Might as well be me. So I force trance out again. Okay. Again, she gets blown up even through trance. Right? She's nanoed. I'm just trying to save my team, right? I'm trying to zone the Orisa from doing anything. I see the Zen's vulnerable here. Right? He goes inside, so, you know, nothing I can do here. I'm trying to... Again, too early, right? My goal here is to hit it. It feels like it's long enough that I would be able to hit that javelin against the wall, but I miss it. Or I hit the javelin, but I miss the timing. Right? Tries to knock me off. Again, look how close the point is. I'm very aware of this situation. I have to walk on the point here. Like, I cut it as close as I possibly could repeatedly. I nearly die there. Okay. Hopefully that's kind of helpful to think through the Orisa versus Orisa gameplay. Again, the attrition is really important. Recognize the game situation. Recognize what support you have, the DPS that you have, right? What ability cooldowns you have, what ability cooldowns she has. I feel like, again, I try to go in with the spins when I have them. Trying to go in before I spin is a death sentence. But it's my job to contest this point as long as I can, so that's what I do. And you know, my team definitely hits a lot of shots here to win this game, for sure. But that's what your job is as tanks and players. Cool. Hopefully this is helpful.